G'day, Ben from Melbourne here, and we're gonna have a crack at MGK Boston's push to a Quatrillion subscribers contest. Yes, a Quatrillion. That's a very large number he's aiming for, but I believe with all of us entering videos, giving him a push, he'll get there. MGK Boston, or as Vinyl Richie calls him, the murdering guts killer, who's not from Boston. Well, not anymore anyway. Well, he's not even from Boston. He's actually from Canada. Anyway, I'll leave the details to the great man below so you can subscribe and get him to Quatrillion subscribers. He's a lover of the country music. Sorry, Embryonic Brian, for offending you by using the C word again. He loves Oolio. He loves all the good things in life. He enjoys a brew. So do I. Let's get into the questions. Number 1, show an album owned by your spouse, significant other, that you don't like. If you are single, show a record you're embarrassed to have in your collection. Well, it's not a record because my spouse, wife, significant other only had a CD player when we first got together. And this is what she called music. That's right. Enya. You know Enya. Everybody knows Enya. You know the one. Wear a shoe in Peru. What to do? Big canoe. Ghost go boo. Eat a stew. Do a poo. Days in Lou. Pete Townsend. The Who. Kylie Minogue. Sail away. Sail away. Sail away. Question 2. Show a favourite snack item and review it. Well, you need 2 items for this snack to work. First, you need a good, wholesome bag of corn chips. I prefer the South Melbourne Market ones because they have the extra crunch. Put that together with some capsicum and eggplant dip. Have a little swig on one of these numbers, and you're in heaven, man. It's like a party going on in your mouth. And everyone's invited! Question 3. Wear a cool shirt in your video and explain why you think it's cool. Is this a fucking joke question, MGK? I don't have to justify why I think this is a cool shirt. I am the king of shirts in the VC, thank you. Question 4. Describe both a positive as well as a negative concert experience. Show an album by one or both artists. So I'm going to start off with a positive. This is the great bootleggers version of King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard live in Melbourne. This was when? 2021. I was at this show. I'm going to talk about their show from last year, late last year at Sydney My Music Bowl, because it's been a little while since they played in Australia, because they've been concentrating a lot over in the States and also over in Europe as well, killing it everywhere they go. Just, I've seen them so many times now, but every time I see them, it's just like, no, that was the best time I saw them. And last time was amazing. To see them at this level now, after very first seeing them as a support band at the Corner Hotel, when they were a pretty ragged, rough around the edges garage rock band, to see what they've become, where they're just like this psychedelic behemoth with amazing light show, amazing backdrops, just tight as a fish's ass, rhythm section, crazy time signatures, but it all like doesn't sound like drums and guitars being thrown downstairs. They're like great songs, great catchy melodies, awesome rock outs. They can jam, they can keep it short, they can go mellow. Just a fucking great show. Band at the peak of their powers, pumping out 500 records every year. If you haven't seen them, I recommend. They are one of the best live bands in the world right now. Now, let's get negative. This one saddens me because one of my favourite Australian bands from the 80s and 90s was the Mighty Hard-Ons, and I saw them a number of times in the 90s. Love this album cover for Dick Cheese as well. Now, the reason why it was negative, I had not seen them. I don't think I saw them when they sort of had a brief run where they got back together with the original three. Unfortunately, I saw them when they were the support for The Damned. And why was it unfortunate? Well, for some reason now they have like replacing their drummer. Oh God, his fucking name just escapes me at the moment. Anyway, he was the singer and the drummer, and they've replaced him with a new drummer, and on lead vocals, Tim fucking Rogers from You and My. There's a whole other story with why I hate You and My. Their first two records are fucking amazing. No, actually, their first three are amazing. But live, oh, Tim Rogers, he's such a knob. He shouldn't be allowed to have a microphone in between songs. In fact, he shouldn't be allowed on stage at all. So what made this bad was Tim Rogers, he just doesn't have this kind of punk in him. Like, he's more like a indie rock singer-songwriter style dude who, since the first three You and My albums, has just gotten worse and worse. But without getting into that side of things, he just has no charisma on stage. Of course, he comes out, he's like older than me, and he's got no top on. He really wants you to see that tattoo on his chest. And just so many of these Jesus Christ poses, and several times caught him having a look at himself in the reflection of the Perspex thing around Rat Scabies drums for when The Damned played. It was just embarrassing, and he just doesn't have that voice. Like, he's just not a punk singer, and he just talks so much shit on stage. It just doesn't fit at all with the Hard-Ons. So there you go. That's my negativo one. Question 5. If you win the lottery, what is your dream destination after collecting your winnings? Well, of course, it would have to be Buffalo to come and spend some time with MGK, Patty Cheesecake, and of course Colton, especially when he has his yearly summer piss up. That would be really great fun. I'd love to get over there one day, but you're just going to have to wait until the orange dictator pisses off. Question 6. Show a blues album. Well, what about Harem Scarum with their album Pilgrim's Progress? Now, this is the band that gave us not only Charlie Marshall, but also Australia's premier blues vocalist and harmonica player, Chris Wilson. Sadly died of cancer a couple of years ago. This probably not strictly a blues album, but it's definitely a bluesy record. So if you're not happy with that, what about Nick Cave's second record, The Firstborn Is Dead, which, although again not a blues record, they did say at the time they wanted to have a record that was influenced by the blues. And there's even, let me look at the inside on the song tracks, because the song tracks, Yeah, that's what I said. So, like, there is, like, Blind Lemon Jefferson. They wrote a song about the great blues player. Did a cover of Wanted Man, a really bluesy version. The song Tupelo, which is about, like, the flood in the South, which, was in that time of, like, the pre-war blues. What else we got on here? The Black Crow King, very bluesy. Like, yeah, really fucking great record, this, actually. Be up there in my top 5 Nick Cave records. The Firstborn is Dead. Not what you would say is strictly blues, but it's definitely got a blues thing. And if that's not good enough for you, here's For Real Blues. Jungle Blues by C.W. Stone King. From Northern Territory, I believe. Just look at the way he dresses. He dresses like he's straight out of 1920 or something like that. This is his second album. His presentation on stage is like you just step back in time. He's got the whole look and the sound, and even the way he talks. Really, really good. Like, everything's like in the old days, like Jungle Blues, Talking Lion Blues, Jailhouse Blues, Housebound Blues. It's a lot of blues. It's almost as much blues as there is rock on an AC/DC record. Great blues record. True original. Number 7. MGK wants you to know he loves hats. So show him a hat you own in your personal fashion collection and tell me why you like it. Well, this is a Brixton hat. I like to call it my wide brim motherfucker. Great for the outdoors. Looks good with the shirt. And the main reason why I like it is because I look hot when I'm wearing it. Question 8. Who's the supermodel? Show a record by a male and female artist who you consider to be supermodels in the looks department. Well, I'm going to go with the Drones' Fiona Kitchen, or Kitschin, is the way it's spelled. Great band, the Drones. Kick-ass rock and roll. That's her on the end there, looking pretty sultry and cute. She's the bass player and backup singer for the Drones. And if that's not good enough for you, it's looking pretty sweet on the front cover of The Miller's Daughter. Now, in the male department, this, maybe I'm old school. Sick of all of these rock hard washerboard abs with like prepubescent hairless bodies, all that bullshit. I like my men hairy and sexy, and none beats Jared Zlatic from Fabulous Diamonds. That is a manly back. Oh yeah, imagine running your fingers through that. Oh, it's giving me heart palpitations just thinking about it. And Nisa, she looks pretty cute too on there, but that is a supermodel back for back in the day. There's no denying it. Question 9. Make it stop. Show a song you don't need to hear ever again. Well, I can't show it to you because I don't have it, because I fucking hate it. And not just a song, I'm going to say swathes of entire catalogues by the following, and I'm sure there's many more, because I've got a lot of hate in my heart for all of these shitbags and their fucking terrible music. And just to prove, I know it's hard to believe, that Australia does contribute shit music to the world as well. I never want to hear again anything by Men at Work, In Excess, Little River Band, who else? Jimmy Barnes, Air Supply, Wolf Mother, oh fuck, Airborne, God, they're shit as well. Let's get international. ABBA, or as some of you fucking weirdos say, ABBA. It's ABBA, man. Anyway, who cares? Every solo Van Morrison record ever. Knobhead guy, fucking shit boring, head up his own ass, self-important music. U2, of course, they're an easy punching bag. Joni Mitchell, self-righteous old crank, who released some very overrated jazzy records. And then she decided to have a character in blackface, so fucking good on you, Joni, you dick. Coldplay, I don't know. They probably don't have as much passionate hate from me because they're so beige and boring that I just feel nothing for Coldplay at all. All prog rock. It's so fucking self-indulgent. The only rock music that thinks that it's like good enough to be classical when the classical dudes would play fucking rings around those amateurs and their fucking long one-side songs with sweets and bullshit in it and wearing capes and all that crap. Except when the OCs and the Giz do a little bit of the prog, they fucking rock it up. You know, they're not strictly prog. They're just awesome. And, you know, most of the stuff that's shown in the VC. Sorry, fuckers. But I'm not. Okay, number 10. This is the last question from the maniac guts killer from Boston, but actually Buffalo by way of Canada. It is show an album with an excellent duet on it. Well, the album is Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds' The Good Son, magnificent album. And the song I'm going for is The Weeping Song, which is Nick Cave and the wonderful Blixa Bargeld. Battle of the Baritones, I like to call it. Great song. Used to be magnificent when Blixa was still in the band and they would bring that one out. It's a bit weird, to be honest, now. He still plays it when he duets with himself. But if you don't know that track, check it out. It's a killer song. Blixa, no longer in the band, you know, from German noise experimentalists and industrial in the original sense. Einstein Neubauten, amazing band in their own right. But yeah, The Weeping Song by Blixa Bargeld and Nick Cave. That's the end. 10 questions. Good luck, MGK, to getting to Quatrillion subscribers. I'm sure you'll get there. I'll leave his details below, as I said at the start, and we'll see you in the next one.